We was on the bottom, yeah. Now we headed to the top, new level. On my level, don't see anybody, I don't see him. This right here could never stop, this could never stop. Ay, this right here could never stop. Hold up, nah, nah. Ay, this right here could never stop. Hold up, nah, nah. Ay, this right here could never stop. Hold up, nah, nah. Ay, this right here could never stop. Hold up, nah, nah. One time, ay. I live on a job, right? Yeah, I'm always at work, right? Real people stay by me, right? Haters wanna do hurt, right? Know they tryna stop me, right? Drag my name through dirt, right? I don't feed into the hate, right? I just answer with a smirk, facts. I feel so special, facts. I know my worth, facts. My bloodline royal, facts. We the kings of the earth, right? You can't stop this, nah, nah. You can't stop this, no way.
I hope y'all paying attention to the officer because he was bringing out a lot of valid points. I didn't get everybody's name. What's everybody's name? It says Diana, Nate, my Benjamin brother, Sheree. And what tribe are you from, Sheree? Judah. You know what Judah means? It means God's praise. So every time you call yourself Judah, you are calling yourself what God wants you to call yourself.
That's right.
What God wants you to call you. He wants you to know that you are God's praise. When you call yourself from the tribe of Nate, say it with your chest, bro. You gotta speak up, man. What? Benjamin. That means son of the right. You know what's right? The commandments. So you are the son of the right. You're not from Bahamas. You're not from the West Indies. You don't have to worry about smoking no more, bro. Put that blunt down and pick up your crown, my brother. You understand what I'm saying? Miss Diana, where you from? Huh? Benjamin. Your father from Bahamas? Okay, so we got some Benjamite brethren right next to each other, whether you know it or not. We are a family, and we have to come back to that because we lost who we were according to the Bible. We've been discontinued from our heritage, and this is what we're going to do. We're going to teach our people their heritage so they can come back to that, come out of all this wickedness, come back to dressing like a princess, come back to being a man, saying it with your chest. You know what I'm saying? Come back to putting that blood down, picking up your crown. Come back to appreciating the hair that God gave you. Give me Jeremiah 17:4. Because we've been discontinued from that. Now we claim everything else except for what God wants us to claim. Read.
Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4.
Bring it out.
And thou, even thyself.
Even thyself. My Benjamite sister, my Benjamite brother. Even you. Read.
Shall discontinue from thine heritage.
To discontinue from what?
From thine heritage.
This is your heritage. These laws, statutes, and commandments. We're going to prove that to you. You already know what I want. Because we have to realize our heritage has been lost. That's why we want to watch TV and want to be billionaires and want to do everything except for what God wants us to do. Right. Because our heritage, which is the laws, statutes, and commandments, have been taken away from us. Read.
Sirach chapter 24 and verse 23. All these things are the book of the covenant of the Most High God, even the law which Moses commanded for an heritage.
So Moses gave us commandments back on Mount Sinai way thousands and thousands of years ago, but they still apply to our people today.
That's right.
And because we haven't been keeping those laws, this is what you see. Destruction. Unless you go to the other nations' communities, you see it a little bit better. But for some reason, we can't come together because we've been discontinued from our heritage. Read that again.
All these...
No, read Jeremiah 17:4.
Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies.
So that's what we're doing right now. Every time you pick up a blunt, every time you light that cigarette, you are serving your enemies. Right. Every time you wear spandex and don't put on a dress, you are serving your enemies. Right. Because that's what your enemies want you to do. They want you to destroy your brain cells, my brother. They want you to look like a whore, my sister, but you're not. The prophets are here to tell you that you are better than that. That you are royalty. You understand what I'm saying? So what ways can you be royalty today? I'm going to start with you, my brother. Keeping the commandments. I see you got a little, what's that on your shoe, bro? Give me 1 Kings 22. Something from the Bahamas, what does it represent? Okay. Well, actually, hold that. Read Jeremiah 17:4 one more time. Because I want this to sink in your head, man. We have to come back to the law, statutes, commandments. Everything we've been doing, everything we've been trying, ain't been working, bro. Only thing that's going to work is keeping these commandments. Read.
Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee.
My sister, this is just for you too. Read it again.
And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee.
So we've been discontinued from our heritage, which is the law, statutes, commandments.
Right.
So now what we do? We claim being Bahamian as a heritage. We claim being Cuban as a heritage. We claim being Puerto Rican as a heritage.
Right.
We claim being Panamanian, Mexican, Jamaican. So much so that we got them doggone flags in our doggone vehicles. But we have to claim the law, statutes, and commandments as a heritage.
Right.
So, bro, I recommend you take that off right now, bro. That ain't about what you supposed to be about. This is what you're supposed to be about. Give me 1 Kings. This is what you're supposed to be about according to the Bible. It ain't nothing about no effeminate little, I don't know what that is, bro. But people can take that the wrong way. Now you got some dude trying you, now you got a charge because you had to whoop somebody behind. You shouldn't go through that route. This is what you should be doing. Read.
1 Kings chapter 2 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
Now the days of David drew nigh that he should die. And he charged Solomon his son, saying, I go the way of all the earth. Be thou strong, therefore.
So you got to be strong, Nate. Our women need to see godly, strong men.
Right.
On the top again. Verse 2.
Verse 2. I go the way of all the earth. Be thou strong, therefore, and show thyself a man.
So how can you show yourself being a man? How can you show yourself being a godly man? What you got on your chains, bro? Ain't nothing on? You just rocking? You just 2 chains, like 2 chains? Okay. But this is how you show yourself being a godly man. Keeping the commandments. You ain't got to rock 2 chains no more to be a godly man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? These are some things you have to do as to come back to your heritage. Give me numbers. Because if you're rocking tattoos, that's not of God, bro.
Bring the Lord.
Sis, you got tattoos? See? But you didn't know no better. But now you know when we read it out of the Bible, which are some of the laws back to your heritage, you know not to do that no more.
Bring it out. Right.
Because you're more precious than any tattoo.
Right.
You worth more than any tattoo, bro. Read what you got. This is another way to get back to your heritage. Read.
Numbers chapter 15 and verse 38. Speak unto the children of Israel.
Speak unto the children of Israel from the tribe of Benjamin, which means the son of the right. And what should we do when we speak to them?
And bid them.
Bid means what? Bid. Not like a bid on a car, but bid in this context. Ask. What do you think? Huh? Teach them. That's a good answer. It actually means to command them.
Right.
Or teach them. Read.
And bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments.
Fringes, what you see all the brothers wearing rocking right now. Because we came back to our law, statutes, commandments. This is a part of your heritage.
Right.
This will set you apart. Because God wants you to be set apart from this wicked world that we live in today.
Right.
Read it from the top again, bro.
Verse 38. Speak unto the children of Israel.
You.
And bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments.
How long?
Throughout their generation.
How long?
Throughout their generation.
So are we still generating children? Do you still see little babies getting born? So this law applies to us today. Until we stop generating people, this law is going to apply to us. This is coming back to your heritage. Your true heritage. If you see the picture down here, our Native American sisters, our Native American brothers, what they got? Come on closer. We ain't gonna bite. These posters are not gonna bite you. This is not to bite, this is to enlighten you.
That's right.
Speak unto the children of Israel and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations.
That's how we know the so-called Native Americans are from the tribe of Gad and Reuben. Because before anybody told them anything about the Bible, they was rocking fringes. They know a little bit of their heritage. Read.
And that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
So if you see our fringes, on the border of our fringes, we got a ribbon of blue. Because we came back to our heritage. We're not trying to be real niggas. We try to be real Israelites.
That's right.
That's what you need to try to be. Because when you become a real Israelite, you become a real royalty from the tribe of Benjamin.
That's
which
right.
means son of the right.
Right.
Read.
And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that you may look upon it and remember all the commandments of the Lord.
So we got these fringes to remember our heritage, to remember the commandments.
Tattoo.
And sis, these fringes also go for you as well. So when we brought out before about a woman not wearing pants or wearing a dress, I want to show you something. See these? Show you these pictures of sisters rocking their dresses with the fringes on their dresses. Alright? So it's not just to show you that it's just for the men, it's for the women also, but you have an understanding that you can do it. Right? None of these commandments that we go over, they're not hard to do. Right? What's really hard is actually when you go against them, because you got to keep forcing yourself to keep living like that. Right?
Okay, read what you got. We got Leviticus 19:28. Because growing up, I thought it was the thing to do, to get about 10 tattoos. But then I saw the process, it was like blood, and brothers squirming, no, I can't do that. Something in my spirit was like, nah, I can't do it.
Right.
But I got homeboys who tatted up to here.
On their forehead.
You know what I'm saying? They got sleeves. They darker than your shirt. You can't see none of their tattoos. But they spent thousands of dollars on it. What sense does that make, bro? You understand what I'm saying? Read what you got.
You filing your temple.
Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 28.
This is a part of our heritage that we're coming back to as Israelite men and women from the tribe of Benjamin. Which means what? Son of the... Is it son of the wrong or son of the right? Son of the right. Read what you got.
Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead.
So a lot of times we get tattoos, what? Rest in peace, mom, rest in peace, grandma. Y'all ever seen that before? Y'all probably know somebody who got them, or you probably had them yourself.
Well, he got on.
Read it from the top.
Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 28. You shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead.
So it says, don't make any cuttings of the flesh for the dead. Now Moses is telling our people that because that was an Egyptian custom.
Right.
But you are better than an Egyptian. You are an Israelite from the tribe of Benjamin. Read.
Nor print any marks upon you.
Print any what?
Any marks upon you.
Print any what?
Any marks upon you.
So Nate and Miss Diana, now you know. Any more marks, you don't need that. Because you are priceless. You are royalty. And this is what our people need to come back to. You have to be greater than what they taught you to be. Because the Bible's going to teach you that you're greater than that. You understand, Miss Diana? Go to Ezekiel. Get on out, sis, and come talk to us. Right. Don't crash your car. Get on out and come talk to your family.
All right.
Because we here teaching our people how great they are. Ultimately, you get to learn how great you are today. Read. You can go to 44.
Ezekiel chapter 16 and verse 44. Behold, everyone that useth proverbs shall use this proverb against thee, saying, as is the mother, so is her daughter.
Miss Diane, do you have any children? Okay. Well, you have to know that you have a big responsibility. The way you live your life is going to be examples of the children that you have. So if you have a husband who's trying to do right by you, make sure you're in a dress, make sure you got your fringes on, make sure you know that you are a princess with God's woolly hair, you're going to be setting the right example for your daughters that's coming up.
Right.
But a lot of our older women don't even set the right example for their daughters. You know why? Because they don't know how great they are.
Right.
They try to drive by and tell you all this, but they're not showing the right example in their own house.
Right.
From the top again.
Ezekiel chapter 16 and verse 44. Behold, everyone that useth proverbs shall use this proverb against thee, saying, as is the mother, so is her daughter.
So a lot of times the mama's gonna be a hoe. Not what you think the daughter gonna be. A hoe. But if the mama know that she is royalty from God's chosen people, from the tribe of Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Ephraim, Manasseh, Simeon, Zebulun, Gad, Reuben, Asher, Issachar, Naphtali, the 12 tribes of Israel.
That's right.
What you think she gonna be teaching her children?
Bring it out.
She gonna teach them the same thing.
Right.
To be royalty.
Right.
And that's what our people need to come back to. The royalty of God. Read what you got.
Deuteronomy chapter 6 and verse 6. And these words which I command thee this day shall be in thine heart, and thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children.
So we got to teach these laws, statutes, and commandments. It's not just for us. It's to be that example. But one way to show that example is to what? Not get tattoos. Rock them fringes.
Right.
Don't buy or sell on the Sabbath.
Right.
Don't have stuff that you wearing showing your kitty and whatever. Be that example. Know that you are royalty.
Right.
Give me Isaiah 52.
Bring out that
Because
Sabbath.
you might think that, okay, we telling you not to wear this, not to wear that. We limiting you. No. We are setting you free from the traps that have been falling our people.
Right.
We are setting you free from the traps that you see behind me right now.
Right.
I ain't even take a look at the sister. She got the nerve to try to pull over and talk about us. Look what she wearing.
Bring it out.
She don't know she a princess. She don't know she royalty.
Right.
So that's why she comes out and try to speak against the prophets. But we not having that no more.
Right.
We tired of seeing our women dressed like whores. Because we know that you are more than that. Read what you got.
Isaiah chapter 52 and verse 1. Awake, awake.
God's telling you to wake up, my sister. Wake up, my brother. Know who you are according to the Bible. Stop calling yourself Bahamian. Stop calling yourself Jamaican. Know that you are from the mighty tribe of Benjamin.
That's right.
Wake up to being royalty. Wake up to know that you have to be a godly man.
That's
Wake
right.
up to know that you have to be a godly woman. And dress accordingly. Eat accordingly. Most cute, beautiful garments on the planet Earth.
That's right.
Because God told us to rock it.
That's right.
So we gonna rock it righteously. We don't care what somebody else got to say, especially if they ain't doing what the Bible say.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
We used to scream Black Power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are how men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.